Welcome to Amusa Real Talk. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your subscription. Thank you for supporting Amusa Real Talk. My name is Amusa Eunice. First of all, I would like to say thank you to our sponsors, Industrial Machines Uganda. They're located in Tinda, Din Apartments, Plot B4133, Kampala, Uganda. Mr. Ikonyat Festus, the CEO of Industrial Machines Uganda, contact him, ikonyatfestus@gmail.com. And Amusa Eunice Foundation, Renewing Hope. Amusa Eunice Foundation, we support children, we support those who need the basic needs that every child needs, and we give hope to those who are hopeless. Come and join us, support the cause of the foundation. Visit our website www.amusaeunicefoundation.org.ug. Send us an email, info@amusaeunicefoundation.org.ug. We love you so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, my team that is behind the camera, the editor. It was your birthday and this month is your birthday. We say happy birthday to you. And and my team behind, happy birthday to you. I love you guys. I appreciate you. On Amusa Real Talk today, we are going to have a very sensitive topic we are going to talk about. Let's dive right in and find out what are we going to talk about. You're welcome. Once again, welcome to Amusa Real Talk. Today on Amusa Real Talk, we are going to talk about teenage pregnancies in families. In African society where I come from, when teenage girls get pregnant while still in school, oftentimes there is rejection, there is being denied of still being a child, and even your own parents force you into adulthood, much as it was just a mistake that happened to that teenage child. And oftentimes they're even denied to go back to school because of the stigmatization. And the stigmatization starts usually with the family before it spreads to the community. So here I am today. I would like to address the issue. As a lady myself, as an upcoming woman myself, and as a mother myself, so I believe I have the authority to talk about this topic, and I'm a girl myself, so I understand where this is all coming from, and I have seen a lot of people, a lot of teenage girls, perhaps in my age bracket when we're still in school, what transpired and what is still transpiring today. So parents, first of all, take it easy with the children. Mistakes do happen. Even you yourselves, you can relate. You might be a parent right now, but maybe you got a child. Myself, I'm a victim of a teenage pregnancy. So I'm also a victim of a teenage pregnancy. My mother conceived me when she was still a teenager, when she was still in school, and a lot happened. A lot happened, and it took a lot of counseling, talking to my grandmother to forgive her and bring her back home, and a lot of stuff. The rest is history. But what surprises me most is always when this child is born, there is a lot of love, there is a lot of pampering of the young child, and then they forget the trauma that they caused to their girl child when she was facing that situation. So it is not right for a child, a girl child, to get pregnant while still in school. It's really not right. We condemn it. I say it's wrong. But then when a mistake comes about, what do? Do you send away your child? Do you send your child out to the world so that the world has already disciplined them in a harsh way, and they're going to become mothers at a tender age? And you also send them out to the world where no one is there to guide them, where no one is there to give them protection, where no one is there to provide for them. So what do you expect of that child when you send them out of the home simply because they messed up? Everybody messes up. Everybody messes up. Even you, our parents, you messed up. You messed up. But let's give them chances. I have experienced these things. I've seen them. I've seen aunties who conceived. I have an auntie who conceived when she was still in school. But there's something I saw when what my grandfather did was she took her back to school. She did not force her into marriage. She welcomed her and understood that this is a mistake, and then try to give the child a second chance. So learn to give your children second chances. And also, sometimes these girls fall into praise because some of the parents don't have time for them. It's not every teenage girl who gets pregnant that she did it by willing. Sometimes it's the pressure, because you might find it's the teacher, maybe she was raped, but because you have your own anger, because you were a parent, you don't want to listen, just because you were a parent, so you feel you have all the power and anger in you to condemn this person, you deny them an opportunity to explain to you what really transpired. What if the child was raped? We have seen cases where even relatives use these children and tell them to keep quiet and later become pregnant, and they cannot open up that so and so is responsible for my pregnancy simply because they are fearing for their lives. But you don't give them an ear, you just send them away. So where do you send them to? Where do you want them to go? And then, what kind of a woman are you building in a society? What kind of a mother are you giving the world? What kind of a wife are you giving to the world? Do you really think that this person is mentally stable to be a good parent, just like you wanted her to be? Or what is the best thing we could do? I think parents should create an atmosphere that is friendly to their girl children. Girl children face a lot of issues that they cannot address simply because they are denied an ear. Some of you parents even call your own daughters a lot of bad names. You badmouth them, you give them bad images, so they fear to come to you when something happens. A lot of things happen at school. A lot of things happen in the environment they are in. A lot of things happen in the neighborhood. A lot of things happen with the people within the community, even within the house, the homestead that they are in. Maybe it's not even safe for them. Maybe they could see this coming and they wanted to talk to you so that this can have a solution before it goes out of hand. But what do? You're too busy to have time to listen to your daughters. You're too busy to ask your children how school was. You're too busy for you're too even tough that your children cannot even tell you that this teacher is disturbing me in class. You're too busy that you're even tough. You create that toxic environment within the vicinity of your children that they cannot even speak to you to open up. So what do? All you want to do is to condemn them. You send your child who is 14 years out of the house because she's pregnant. Where do you want her to go? Are you not sending her into prostitution at an early age? Are you not sending her into drug abuse at an early age? Are you not sending her into becoming a very, very toxic child to the community? So, she's 14 years. You've sent her packing. Where do you expect her to go? How do you want her to survive with that pregnancy? Maybe the person who made her pregnant is also a teenager. Maybe the person who made her pregnant is the cousin in the house. Maybe the person who made her pregnant, it was an action of rape. But do you give them chance? You just send them out. At the end of the day, we have a lot of young girls who have ended up into prostitution. But when you go into their background and dig it deeper, you find that they are victims of early pregnancies. Have been denied a home by their own people. You find them on the streets, sleeping in gutters with their young children. And tell me, this child that has been born into that kind of life, how do you expect that child to be a child who is normal, mentally, psychologically? How? She's staying in a place where there's a lot of drug abuse, because that is where you sent her. So that's where she has found comfort. So she will start using drugs, and this kid is seeing the mother using drugs, and it becomes a norm. Do you want to tell me you've not seen children of 7 years using drugs? Haven't you seen them in the streets of Kampala? Haven't you seen them in the suburb places? Why? When you go into digging their parents' background, you find that she was a teenager and she was chased out of home. Have you not seen young girls doing prostitution? Do you think they do it at will? Why? You watching me right now, you know you sent your daughter out of the house just because she got pregnant. She did not kill anyone. This is just a season. She will have that child after 9 months. Give her another opportunity and give her a chance to be a child again. Forgive. Heavenly Father forgives us each and every day, because nobody of us is perfect in any way. So, pause. I would like also to address the teenage girls, the young girls, the girl child like me. Wherever you're watching me right now, understand the reason as to why you're where you are. Understand the reason as to why your parents are taking care of you. I know it is their obligation, but how many people have been denied of parental care and love? So I would like to address the young girls. I would like to address you also, that I know there are a lot of trials. I know it's not easy. I know as a girl child you face a lot of difficulties in the society wherever you are. So before we say that our parents have been so harsh towards us, but what have we done also? At the end of the day, we also have a part to play. So I hereby request you that if you're in school and you have the opportunity to be in school, trust you me, please be in school and make your parents happy. It's every parent's desire to see their children graduate and then get officially married and create a family. No parent would like you to make them feel like they have failed as parents. So I address you to that when you're in school, understand why you are in school. Please be good children, because the Bible says that bring up children in ways of the Lord that they may not depart from it. So I believe your parents try so hard. If your mother is not giving you the attention that you deserve, that you feel you would like to express something and she's not listening to you, I believe you have aunties. I believe you can speak to someone. Do not allow anyone to step onto your integrity. Do not allow anyone to lie to you. Do not allow anyone to tease you. Do not allow anyone to scare you. Do not allow anyone to underestimate your abilities. You have more abilities, and you have to have high self-esteem, that no one should step on it, that you don't allow anyone to lie to you, that if you say this, I will do this. They're just lying. That is what those people do. You know, people who do bad things, they always bring in fear. They install fear into their victims so that you fall prey to their traps. So what do I have to tell you? Do not allow anybody to sit on your self-esteem. You need to stand up for yourself first. Where your parents are not there, you stand up for yourself. You have a voice. If somebody tells you that you cannot speak, if your mother is too busy to listen to you when you have something to say to them, you have an auntie, you have people you can run to. So you should always have someone to speak to. Whenever you feel something is difficult, someone is creating an environment that is not good for you, an environment that is scary, an environment that is going to cost you life, always try to speak to someone. If it's the teacher, report them. Speak up. Do not be silent. Do not allow these guys to make you become a disappointment to your family, to your parents. Do not allow them to make you regret that there are certain mistakes that we do and we will regret them for the rest of our lives. And we wouldn't want anyone to experience such scenarios. There are some mistakes that you have to pay for them for the rest of your life. Why would you go into a bandwagon and just follow pressure because this person is doing this, so I should also do this? Because this person is doing this, you should always have a mind of your own. You should always be independent. You should have your own independent mind. Understand what you want, who you are, and whose you are. We are all different. Do not allow yourself to be used by bandwagons. Do not allow peer pressure to take you on. Because like I said earlier on, you will go in a bandwagon and they will make you commit a mistake that you will have to pay for the rest of your life. So I hereby play before you young girls watching me right now from wherever you are. I know some of you cannot. There are so many children. I always address that. There are so many people. Like for me, where I come from in Tesoland, there are so many people who don't have smartphones to watch this message right now. But for you, you're advantaged to be able to watch this kind of advice that someone does not have even anyone to speak to them. But here we are speaking to you. So we are telling you that understand why you are in that position. There are so many children that would love to go to school, but they don't have resources. There are so many children who would want to be where you are, but they don't have the opportunity. So if you have the chance, you have the opportunity, grab it and make the best out of it. Make your parents happy, make your parents proud. So the Bible tells us that a foolish child brings a bad name towards the mother, while a wise child brings a good name towards the name of the father. So which child are you? In Africa, always when a child is crazy, they say, look at this one. Then they will tell the mother, see your daughter or see your son. When the child is smart, then the father is like, that is my daughter, that is my son. You understand? So which child are you? You know, one thing God gave us is the power of choice. That is what he gave us. He gave us the power of choice. So you have to choose your destiny. You have to choose where you want to go. You have to choose which path to take. You have to choose to make your parents smile, make them happy, make them angry, or bring out the beast in them. Or you want to choose to be a good child, you want to choose to be an obedient child, of which you will lose nothing. The only thing you'll get when you're an obedient child are blessings. The Bible says that obey your parents, your mother and your father, so that your days may be long. With all that said, I believe you can take a leaf or two, because I wanted to talk to both parents and also the children, because I know the anger. I can understand the anger that parents can have when their children disappoint them. But don't be too extreme, because the world you're sending them to is so toxic, it's so dangerous. The lions are there, they are waiting. And what will you have? You'll end up even not recognizing your own daughter. You'll end up having a beast that you cannot recognize, and you ask yourself, is this really my daughter? Or perhaps you also, as a parent, you can do a mistake out of anger that you regret for the rest of your life. So we hereby request you to first understand the parents, understand why they put you where they put you, understand that we as children, they put values and a lot of expectations into us. So disappointing them makes them feel less of them. They feel like they have failed as parents, much as they are also parents. Let's be honest. With all that being said, I would also like to tell parents that learn to take responsibility, be more responsible, create more time for your children. And much as there are also parents who are not responsible and they kind of think that children came to this world by themselves. So with all that being said, let's all play our parts very well. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for supporting Amuso Real Talk. I appreciate you. I love you. And Industry Machines Uganda, visit them at Intinda, Kampala, Uganda, B4133, and Ikonyat Festus, Mr. Ikonyat Festus, the country manager, the CEO of Industry Machines Uganda. Reach him out at ikonyatfestus@gmail.com. Visit the website of Amuso Eunice Foundation, and let's build a generation. Let's support children. Let's lend a hand towards the causes and the prospects of the foundation. P.O. Box 9013 Kampala, Uganda is our box number. You can use it to donate whatever you have. You have a shirt, you have a dress, you have a bag, whatever you have. Send it to us. Our account details on the website www.amusoeunicefoundation.org.ug. It's been me, Amuso Eunice from Amuso Real Talk. May the good Lord bless you for me. Shalom.